Now, Sir Ivan, if you will press this switch over, and when I say now, that will open our station. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Thank you very much.
So good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my, what day is it? Sunday afternoon stream. So yes, hello everybody. So we are, oh, that's a new thing I've just seen. Sorry, I've just noticed on my screen it says I've got Facebook love from Natasha Jones. So thank you very much. Yeah, talking with Natasha, I'm afraid I'm on my own today. Natasha is stuck on the M6 somewhere. Went to visit a friend, and it's funny actually because my little work chat thing, I've been hearing about lots of delays on the M6. I think loads of people are making their way down to London. It's just causing chaos everywhere. So this is my little stream. It's going to be a little short one today. I'm afraid I'm not feeling 100% today, but I did promise you one particular square, so I will get that square done for you. Also, I'm not going to stream next Monday. I'm going to stream tomorrow, but not next Monday. I've decided that as a mark of respect to the Queen's funeral and everything else, I'm not going to make you choose between the funeral and my stream. I've checked protocols and things like that, and I don't have to cancel everything, but I think I will. Also, I've changed the layout just slightly. There's a reason for that, which I'll show you in a minute, but I'll do my usual disclaimer first. So this is obviously me streaming from my home. This is a live stream. Because obviously I can't edit, it means that if there's anything I want to do, like for example, have a cup of tea or have something to eat or have a cigarette or I want to swear or anything like that, this is what I do on my channel. You get the real me. If you don't like the real me, don't watch. It's not a problem for me. So first comment today is from Natasha. Hi Penny, just popping in before my battery goes. I'm stuck on the M6, so I can't join you today. Right, so let me show you why I've changed my camera, and then I will welcome all comments from you, all feedback. So by doing the camera like this, there's no branding getting in the top corners. You do lose a lot of screen, obviously, around the edge. But obviously with that Smith speeds, and the other thing I've taken off temporarily is the names. You see that by putting the name in, it cuts a little bit off the bottom of the corner. And it also means that the Smith Speeds logo gets shoved to the, it brings it away from the top. So as you can see, I have done a little bit in the last 24 hours. I haven't done this little bit. But something that's quite exciting, I think, is this bit here. Now, it looks a bit of a mess at the moment because it's not finished. But if you look at the picture, if we ever get a focus, which we hardly ever do, you'll see there's an awful lot of reflection in that windscreen. And that's obviously just starting. Now that you know what's happening, can you see it starts to... Why is that just changed? Have I changed the camera angle? That's weird. Right. So you can see that reflection is starting to come into there. So that's quite, I think that looks really nice, actually. Birmingham needs to come out. Yes. So that is what we're working on today. And I've got to be honest with you, this area here is a lot harder than it looks. Even this bit, especially this bit here, because it is so much detail coming in there. These bits are rather easy. This bit's very easy because it's all one colour. Do you remember I told you that the blue was going to come down here? But yeah, this is a bit I'm going to work on. I've stuck a couple of little stickers on there to say save, to remind me to do it for you guys. So this is it. This is the Birmingham. So are we getting excited? So let me remove the backing paper. As you see, I've had so many cuts and drafts and things like that. This is why the paper isn't coming out in one go. Oh, and that bit's not. Let's cut that down there. There's one bit I forgot to cut. There we go. Right. So this is the piece I'm working on today. So what has everybody been up to? So if you remember yesterday, this might make you laugh. I think that wants to come down one more actually. So if you remember yesterday, my friend sent me a message saying, can we ask you a favor? I feel really bad now. So I sent her a message back saying, oh, I'm sorry, all the free trial favors has expired. Please pay whatever it was. This is where I feel awful now. She didn't actually get back to me until much later in the evening. About 10 o'clock last night, well, no, maybe a bit earlier than that, maybe about 8 o'clock. She did get back to me and she said, I had a fall and I'm at the hospital and I've rung a taxi. She says, I'm all right now, but I've rung a taxi and I've got to wait an hour. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm on it. I'm straight there. So, but she did find the message really, really funny. But yeah, sometimes, no, I wouldn't say my jokes went too far, but sometimes you got to kind of be a bit careful, haven't you? So I don't know if I want to do this color first, because this is quite a lot of the wording coming, and you know me, I like to leave the wording till last. So right, what is everyone up to today? So I have spent most of the last 24 hours watching Cobra Kai. I've now watched, I think it's season 4. So again, I said I subscribed to Netflix to watch. I think it's the new season 5 has just come out. So I'm like, yeah, I really want to watch that. And as I always do, I watched the last episode of the previous season just to sort of try and remember where everything's up to. And I'm watching it and I'm like, I don't remember seeing this before. And that's when I realised I hadn't actually seen the previous season. So instead of subscribing for one season, I'll actually subscribe for 2 seasons. So, and I might even do a bit of a rewatch and watch it all again from the beginning. Don't know yet, but I've got so much other stuff I want to watch and rewatch. And I was chatting with my work colleague the other day, and old films were coming up that I'm like, oh yeah, I got to watch that again. Like See No Evil, Hear No Evil. If anyone's ever watched that one. So oh, Natasha, the stream's not the same without you, you know. I always say if I haven't got my audience with me, my stream will just bum out. But I think also I did a bit too much diamond painting this morning. You know, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. And what I've been doing is where this, see where that screw thread is, I've been holding it like that. And my fingers got really sore. So I'm kind of reteaching myself to do it like this. It's not quite so easy to do, but it's less painful. I was considering putting a bit of something over the top, but the trouble is you need to just every now and again you just need to tighten that up a little bit just to get a little bit more of the tackiness out. So I think the other alternative is maybe put something around my finger to stop the rubbing. But who would have thought that you'd need things like thimble type things for diamond painting? So Natasha, I don't know if you're still watching, if your battery's holding out. Are you on public transport? Are you like on the train or the coach or something? I think that's most of my V's done. Alright, let's get that side done. And then we can see everything all coming together then. I decided to go with my more sensible opening today for the opening of the show rather than the funny one. I usually when it's Natasha's on with me, I give her the choice of which one, and she is very predictable. She says, "Oh, we'll have the funny one." So I thought I'll go for something a little bit different today. I am still trying to find some time to work on a good title screen. Last time I had a big chunk of days off. Sometimes too much time off is a bad thing. I had loads of washing to do, and because I had like quite about 3 or 4 days off, I'm like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I've got plenty of time. I'll do it tomorrow. And you know how things go. If you keep putting things off, you just end up not doing it. And then all of a sudden, I hadn't done any washing. 384931. Bear with me a sec. So just make sure I've got the right drills. So the next thing you know, you've gone sort of 4 days and you haven't done any washing, and now you're relying on, you've got. I still had clean things, but I like to try and sort of keep on top of it. So what I've done this morning, I hate doing my socks because I've got so many socks, and if I do like all of my socks, there's like loads, and I've got to wait for them to dry, and they seem to take longer to dry than things like shirts, and then you got to pair them all up. And so I've just done a few socks today, where they like chuck a pair of trousers and that in and a t-shirt, and then I've done all my work shirts. My work shirts are easy because once they're done, I just stick them on a hanger and I leave them, and they've got like a week to dry, but they'll usually be dry by the morning, and that's it. Can't be bothered doing any more washing today. So tomorrow I'll put like 1 or 2 little loads on, and then if I do just a couple of little loads every day, I reckon by halfway through the week it'll all be sorted out. And then I say this every time, I just got to keep up with it. Sometimes having a lot of something is a bad thing. Like I need 3 work shirts per week, and I've got 6. Well, I've got more than 6 if I count all of my white shirts. So it's quite tempting to say I won't bother doing any washing this week. I've only got 3 shirts that need doing. I'll wait till next week and do 6 shirts. And then all of a sudden next week that puts you under pressure, because if you don't get them done, you've got nothing. So it's just far easier to get them done every week. But because there's more of it, it's very tempting to say, oh, I'll do it later on. And the same with my socks. In the past, because socks are cheap, what I've often done is gone, I can't be bothered washing the socks. I'll just buy another pack. So I'll go out and buy another 7 pairs of socks. And then next week, I'll buy another pack. And I think I own about 50 pairs of socks. So, do you really want to wash 7 pairs of socks in a week when you got another 20 or 30 pairs in the drawer? And the obvious answer is yes, you should, because you should be keeping on top of it. but you just think, oh, I haven't got, I've got loads more. I'm not going to bother. And the next thing you know, you're washing and you're sorting more socks than bloody sock factory. So, Joshua, how are you? Hi, Penny, how you doing? I'm doing really well. I didn't get all the catch-up sleep I wanted yesterday. It was actually quite good because picked my friend up from the hospital yesterday and we went round, a cup of coffee with them. Mainly because I got no coffee in my, no instant coffee. Here we go. I was going to say I can't find these. And then we decided to do takeaway. And we were there ages trying to decide what takeaway to have. And in the end, we had McDonald's. So then we were obviously deciding what to pick. Oh, I got to tell you this, guys. This is the worst thing I've ever had. So what we decided to do was, obviously we picked our own things. And for ages, one of my little pleasures, there's they call them McDonald's hacks. They're not really hacks. They're just combining things to make something more interesting. And what I've been drinking for a long, long time now is if you buy a large chocolate milkshake and a double espresso, and you add the espresso into the milkshake and give it a good mix, you come up with an absolutely awesome milkshake. And of course, the heat from the espresso just melts the milkshake a little bit so that you don't get a hernia while you're trying to drink it. You know, it's like with McDonald's milkshakes. You have to suck on that straw so much that, you get a hernia. But I think it's absolutely amazing. Now, what I watched a TikTok video the other day, and what I discovered, I thought I'll give this a try. If you take a double cheeseburger from the Saver menu, which is about, is it $1.89, something like that, not very expensive, which is an item I like. And then you take a 99p chicken mayo, which is one of my favorite things on the menu. You take the double cheeseburger, separate it where the two burgers are, put the whole chicken mayo in, then put the top on the cheeseburger. You have now got a burger that rivals Big Mac for about £3. And Big Mac on its own is about £4.50, isn't it? £4. Depends where you are. And I tried it last night and oh my God, it's amazing. And really not expensive. As I say, it's about £3 for the burger. It's about £2 something for the milkshake. So you got yourself a really gut buster meal for about £5. And so of course I threw in a apple pie, because you got to have the apple pie, haven't you? And it was really, really nice. And but yeah, everybody enjoyed the milkshake. And so we tried a new thing on the menu, which personally I wouldn't recommend. They have these spicy chicken nuggets. Why everyone's obsessed with spicy things these days, I do not know. But spicy chicken nuggets. Now, we tried them, and I'm not into spicy things, so I didn't think they were awesome. They were probably about as spicy as McDonald's hot wings. So not something, I can just about manage it, but it's a bit of a struggle. But they come with this dip, and it's a spicy something or another dip. And I'll tell you what, it tasted like it had gone off. It was absolutely dreadful. It was absolutely rancid. And it was so bad, it actually made everything I ate for the next 20 minutes taste bad. Every time you took a bit of milkshake, or you took a bite of the burger or the apple pie, it actually made everything else taste awful. I have never tasted anything so bad in my life. But it was a fun night. But and then we play this game. We have this game that we play on the mobiles called Evil Apples. It's an app on the phone, and it's a 3-player game. And what it is I think it's based on Cards Against Humanity or something like that. So you have a load of answer cards, and then this question comes up, and then you have to fill in the blank using one of the cards that you've got. And you get 2 people play, and then the third person acts as a judge, and then the next round someone else as a judge, and so on and so forth. And I always accuse them of cheating, because they are a couple, and they, I go, you're just picking the answers just so that they win. But it gets quite funny. And you can also have, you've got a wild card, so if you can't think of a good answer, you can actually write your own answer. And I won't go through some of the questions and some of the answers, because it's how do we put it, it's one of those games that you have to play with like-minded company. But there's some quite rude answers you can give, and some quite awful answers. So the only trouble is, half of the reason I don't win is because I think a little bit too deep about the answers sometimes, and the other 2 don't get it, so they don't find it funny, so obviously they vote a different answer. And then afterwards, like, they go, well, how was that funny? And then I explain why it was funny, and they're like, oh yeah, that is funny, isn't it? So well, it's too late now because you voted them. So, oh dear, do you know, if I finish this too quickly, I'm going to feel quite awful. Still, I can always do more if I feel it, if I'm feeling it. So, Joshua, what are you up to today then? Are you easy like Sunday morning? Sunday's a bit of a funny day, isn't it? Don't you think? It's a day when you either just chill out and do nothing all day, or in the case of some people, it could be one of the busiest days of the week. I know a lot of people, like, for example, they work Monday to Friday at their paid job, and then they go home and then they end up doing more work at the weekend, DIY, mowing the garden, mowing the lawn, all that sort of stuff, and they're like, oh, I can't wait to go back to work. I always try to chill out at home, but obviously there are household chores. Oh, I did do one bit of DIY, if you can call it DIY. I've got this pan lid holder. What we did, is trying to make a little bit extra space in the kitchen. It's not the best kitchen in the West. It's a good kitchen, but we tried putting some cupboards up, and that helps a little bit. And we've got a shelf up for the pots and pans, but the shelf's just a little bit too high really for me. And obviously when I take things off the shelf, we've always got the risk of things falling on top of me, especially when we've got some glass lids. So I bought a little pan lid holder from Amazon, and it's just a case of 4 screws, and I've put it on the side of the kitchen cabinet, and all I've got to do is sort the lids out now, and we'll see if it's any good. Excuse me, I'm burping a lot today. All I've really done today is drink coffee and eat Mars bars. Right, that's half of that done. All right, let's see what I've done. Right, so I'm getting some work done for the start of the week. Not up to much other than that, but thought I'd get some work done since I have the free time. Yeah, one thing I've learned is try and get things done while you got the chance. Because if you put it all off until another day, then I think I wanted that there. I did actually want to do Sorry, I'm being a bit OCD about this. So what's happened on this square, I've done one line too many. So I don't know if you can see that the ruler stops there, but this line there has already been completed in another square. So what I want to do to even that up is I want to do one square less. So this line there, I'm purposely missing that out. It's just purely for OCD, really. I'm not OCD. I just, like most people, I have slight OCD. OCDC sounds like an obsessed rock band, doesn't it? OCD tendencies where I just like things to be even and neat. So Love Minis is with us. She says hi all, and then she says a really good saying here: make hay while the sun shines. Absolutely spot on. So going back to this, I like that's perfect size. You can't see that. That should go up to there. So once I've done this, that should go up to there, which then means this one is one too much. But then I'll just do this one up to there, and then things will be even then. But these other ones are fine. Just me being a little bit fun. You can't see that square, but that square is perfect. That square is perfect. And you say that one will be by the time we've finished. So just me, really. Right, so that's one half done. I'm sorry this is going to end up a short stream. It looks like it's going to be one of those streams where A, I can crack on with stuff, and B, it's not so much to do. So I think burnout is probably an appropriate term, semi-appropriate term to whatever the word is. So I know I bring this up sometimes. Is there any House of Dragon fans? Any the new Lord of the Rings? Anyone been watching that? So Mark Fit, oi, sorry I'm late. Why you going all Essex on us, Mark? Oi. And then Joshua says, hi, Love Minis. We're not seeing the likely bunch yet, have we? Maybe they're out. I forgot to put my banner up, didn't I? How bad am I? Right, there we go. So, for those of you who've come in late, Mark Fit, I'm trying out a new camera angle. I just think it'll get... normally, you'll get the Smith Speeds logo in the top there where the pen end is, which obviously blocks a little bit of the actual camera view. So I've just changed. I have made the camera smaller, but it just fits everything in better. So, for example, when I do that, you can see that I can get the whole lot in. So I don't know. I mean, tell me what you think, guys. Is that now too small? If we had 3 guests, obviously this would now be divided up too much. If you're watching on a mobile, do you think the screens would be too small? Should I go back to the other view? It's okay for people like me who are watching on a reasonably sized monitor, but obviously I do appreciate not everyone's in the same position as me. Some people are watching on mobile phones. Does being able to see not actually matter because it's not that kind of show? It's I like to think that this is just all about the chit chat, and we just happen to be doing a diamond painting while we're at it. But obviously there are things to see. Right. Just trying to pick out all of these because it's a little bit more scattered now, so I do miss the odd symbol, but I like to try and get one symbol done all in one pass. I've just been doing W's. So trying to catch all the symbols. I'm doing W's. I just missed all of those, look. Just to make sure that is, yeah. So that's how a bit daft I can be. So I only missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, to about 15 of them. Oh, another thing I've mentioned before that I'm trying to change is I say that I'm a hard dabber. I'm trying to lightly place, because obviously if I shove these in really hard and it turns out I need to move one, they're quite hard to move. And what I'm trying to do is start lightly placing so that if I can then push them in harder later on. But sometimes I missed about 30 of them, like 4, 1, yeah. So like these ones there, they're like, I'll show you that they're quite easy to move out. Well, maybe not so easy. But then what happens is if you get like you surround one and then you need to push one in the middle, because they're not pressed so hard, it moves them out a little bit easier. So it's a good, definite advantages to being lightly dabbing. I would say for the way that I'm doing it is probably a better method to try and master, but not necessary. If you ever hear me humming that song, you know I've had a little nap just before the show, because that's my alarm tone on my mobile phone. I think that's it. So yeah, right. So Mark says it's small on mobile but okay on TV. This is the thing that I'm wary of. Obviously, if you're watching on a big 150-inch TV, you're probably not going to have many issues with the screen size. But some of us have got smaller phones, and I used to have a larger phone, quite a decent size, but I've now switched over to that Fold 4, and it's actually nicer to watch YouTube on that view, and that's quite ridiculously small, but so I'd have to open it up, which then makes it bigger. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for, watchable in this screen size, because obviously if you've got a larger screen, it's going to be better. To try and make as many people happy as you can. Doesn't always work, you know how it is. You can please all of the people some of the time and some of the people all of the time, but yeah. So let's have a look. I think we've lost Natasha. Bless her, the old phone battery. Mind you, she saved a little bit of a phone battery for me, so that's nice of her, isn't it? Oh, destination blind almost complete. All right. Do you know what? R is one of those ones I know off by heart. R is 535, which is that dark grey. And now I can't find the R's. There we are. There we are. Get it? R. Okay, that was terrible, wasn't it? That was. Oh, I knew there was one somewhere. Right, there we go. Right, X marks the spot now. I think that needs a bit of a clean out. You get a lot of drill stick, and it's probably because there's a bit of crud in there. And right, X marks the spot. X, 414. Right. So tomorrow's stream, I'm going to leave it. I'm not actually going to post it online until about 12 o'clock. I know it doesn't give you guys much notice. I'm going to be absolutely honest with you. If I wasn't on holiday, I would be working tomorrow morning about 7:30. Now, part of me is right. Basically, I think what's going to happen is they probably haven't sorted cover. They might not even, might have even forgotten I'm on holiday or whatever. Something's going to go wrong. And I think I'm going to end up with a phone call tomorrow. Where are you? And I'm going to go, in bed. Why? And they'll go, well, you're meant to be here. And I'll go, no, I'm not. I'm on holiday. And I've got a funny feeling I'm going to end up working tomorrow. But if I see, I don't know. I said to work, if you want me to cover one of my shifts, I will. But I'd rather cover a service bus shift. Because A, it's coming home at the end of the day. And B, it's time and a half. And the second shift is double time. And I've found two really good shifts that I'd quite like to do. They're just a shade over 10 hours. It's the same duty 2 days running. So no arguments over, well, that shift's time and a half and that shift's double time, because they're both the same length. But I did offer my services to Flixbus first. So it'd be a little bit unfair if I now changed my mind and then went and worked on service buses. So I'm just holding off in case there's been a cock up at work and my shift isn't covered. I'm one of these silly guys that I shouldn't care about work when I'm not there, but I'm thinking of the customers. And I think we are going to be busy because they've now shut down. They will be closing the bus station in London. They're basically going to be, from what I gather, they're going to be using it for foreign dignitaries' car park. And it's actually going to be guarded by the army. Quite how that's going to work out, I don't know, because could you imagine 15 buses every hour loading up passengers? Where are they going to load up? But yeah, so the bus station's going to be out of use, which is why I'm glad I'm not working now. It's just all worked out perfectly. You know, this holiday was granted before the Queen's death. And I'm also told next Monday is going to be a bank holiday, which, I'm still waiting for my bank holiday from the Platinum Jubilee. So I don't think we're going to get the death of the Queen as a bank holiday, are we? Do you know what I said yesterday? I didn't really want to sort of make it the topic of conversations, but I think you can't help it, really. Right, Miss Southern Belle. I've heard that name somewhere before. Miss Southern Belle. Hope you're doing well. This looks awesome. So, Miss Southern Belle, do you watch any other diamond painting channels? I'm just trying to figure out if I've seen you before. So so thank you for that. What it is I've taken a photo of one of my coaches and turned it into a 60 by 60 custom. There's the actual photo. Well, it's not the actual photo, it's a render. that's what the picture will look like. Ignore the lines. That's just what I was drawing a couple of weeks ago, telling people where I'm up to. So yeah, this is actually the top half. This is what you can see on the screen is a 60 by 30. And obviously you've got the bottom half as well. So I know you from years ago from Darren. Darren. I know a few Darrens. You might have to help me out on that one. So yeah, so one of the troubles I have, obviously because of the main demographic for diamond painters, you know, obviously there's a lot of young kids and girly girls and things like that. So I find a lot of the diamond paintings out there just really don't do it for me. You know, fairies and Disney and stuff like that. So I tend to sort of veer more towards the customs, because then that way I get the picture that I want. And I think I've got an absolutely awesome one here. So obviously you don't know what you're going to get with a custom until you've actually got it. And it turns out this is a really good one. You are on a bit of dangerous grounds because obviously if the picture you've got isn't that good, and this is a picture taken with my mobile phone, which obviously isn't the height of professional photography, is it? I know phones take really good pictures these days, but you're not going to get a better picture than a proper SLR camera, are you, or DSLR? You know, an item that's made for taking photos. Although saying that, are mobile phones primarily designed for being phones these days, or is that more of a secondary thing? I think people actually spend very little time making calls, don't they? And they use it for information purposes and other things. So, right, let's see. Right, let's see a few different angles, then we can tell you. Okay, well, we've got this angle. That's about the only angle I can give you, really. I can give you a really extreme close-up, but as you know, the closer you get, the further away, the better it looks. So, but yeah, obviously this is a bit dotty at the moment because that's the bit I've not done yet. That makes it look worse. And turning the light pad makes it look different. I do like that shading in there, you know. That is, I've just noticed that for the first time. So you've got this little light patch coming in there. And it's not altered. Doesn't look like it's altered the colour of the lettering, but it's altered the colour of the background. As you can see, that you see that shading, that bright bit is just going to come down all the way down the windscreen. I like that. Right, 169V. I must have a few left. There we go. There's one. Right, that's that. Yeah, I'm liking that. See, this is the thing, is the more you do to it, the more, you know, I thought once I got the destination blind in, the only thing left to look forward to is the actual green of the coach. But this windscreen is so interesting, isn't it? So love minis. We have a rainstorm going on, in which my internet go out. Hello there, Penny and all. Hi, John Alex Scale Modeling. Mark Fit. My phone is my lifeline, especially over the last 2 years. Would have gone mad without video calls. Totally agree with you. I think Zoom was a savior for a lot of people, wasn't it? Zoom calling. And I know we all take the mickey, but Zoom quizzes, you know, and WhatsApp quizzes. I know we all take the mickey, but I think that was a lifeline for people. You know, anything that gets the old brain thinking, that can't be a bad thing, can it? So, yeah. Right, let's do the U's next. And I haven't forgotten that, I mean, obviously Natasha's not here, but I did give herself and myself some homework. And we're going to try and pick a product of the stream, something that we found on the Smith Beads website that we think is absolutely amazing for some reason or another. And then we'll spend a little time. So that is coming up after I finish this, because even though Natasha's here, I actually found it not long after we finished the stream yesterday. Normally, whoever I'm streaming with, we'll have a bit of a chit chat off camera. But last night I said, I really need to go and have a bit of a nap. So I didn't stay for very long, but I did manage to find something on the site that just kind of blew me away a little bit. And it's a shame because Natasha's actually already done it. And it is as amazing. It's actually more amazing than I thought. So, but I'll build you up no more, because I know you just can't take it, and you'll just all explode with the anticipation, won't you? Said with no sarcasm ever. Right, there we go. I'm just going to stop for a quick puff. So I promised my I keep calling him my landlord sometimes, my lodger. Right, Love Minnie says hi, John, and John Alex Scale Modelling. So I said to my lodger this morning, I said, look, I promised you and I promised myself I'm going to sort this house out. But do you know what? I can't be bothered to just sit there and sort it from head to bottom, top to bottom. So I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a couple of hours in the kitchen. I'm going to have a couple of hours in the living room. And what I've actually done over the last few weeks is I've had an Amazon parcels come in. And as someone said, I do sometimes get about, it is an exaggeration, but when they say you get 19 Amazon parcels come, they're not a million miles wrong, but that is an exaggeration. And then what happens is I put the Amazon box tidily in the middle of the room, thinking I'll get rid of that when I got the time. And then the next Amazon parcel comes, and so I put the next box tidily on top of that one, or I might put it tidily next to the pile. And you know what it's like. I'm basically playing a game of buckaroo with boxes, and then at some point or another, that pile of boxes falls over, and next thing you know, you've got a little bit of a bomb site of cardboard boxes. So I have got a big cardboard box. So I'm going to leave the big cardboard box intact, and I'm going to fold down all the cardboard and then put it inside the one cardboard box. And then the cardboard bin isn't going to be emptied for about 3 weeks now. So I'm just going to run that down the tip. I'm looking for 966. So Smith Beads has joined us. They say hi all. So hi to you. So yeah, I'm guessing you missed the beginning. I said I'm only going to do the one square today because I'm not feeling great, and but I did promise you this square. We all think we all want to finish off the Birmingham, don't we? So, and then I don't know how exactly when you came in, Smith Beads, but we are starting even without Natasha. We're going to be doing the product of the stream, where we find a product that for some reason or another we think is absolutely brilliant. So that will be coming up when I finish this square, and hopefully you'll get lots of happy customers. So Smith Beads will be happy because they've sold loads, and all my viewers will be happy because they've got a really good worthwhile project or a tool or a something. Right, 648 is the Q's. So Yeah, we had a bit of a joke about the Birmingham stop the other day on the Flixbus Enthusiast group page, because someone said, oh, the original stop at Birmingham wasn't really that close to the city centre, but the trouble with Birmingham is it's so big, isn't it? So wherever you put a bus stop for Birmingham, it's going to be far away from somewhere, isn't it? And I think the original stop was fine because that was right near Birmingham New Street Station. And then they moved the stop to a little bit further away, but within about 5 minutes walk of it. And then this new stop is further away, and they said, oh, it just keeps getting further away. So I said, well, why don't they just save us all the time and trouble and give us a bit of an easier day and move the stop to Manchester? Because in the evening, we only, other than London and Glasgow, we only do 2 stops, one in Manchester, one in Birmingham. So we miss Birmingham out altogether. That would enable us to pick up loads of time. So, but because it's so busy, there's been a suggestion thrown around about, I mean, it'll never happen. But someone suggested that we have a shuttle bus. So we drop the customers off. Oh, this is for Lancaster University, sorry. They're having a bit of trouble with it. So drop everybody off at Preston and then transfer them onto a coach to take them to Lancaster University. But doesn't that kind of, A, it's extra staff, and B, it's kind of defeats the object of a direct coach run from one place to another, doesn't it? It's a bit like people who book a train and they end up with a rail replacement service. And I bet that's quite annoying because obviously coach travel is cheaper than train travel. And all you're really getting with your rail replacement is you're getting coach travel for the price of train travel, which must be a bit frustrating, isn't it? All right, 369. So that is the Birmingham done. So I need to look at this from a distance because from where I'm sitting, it doesn't look amazing. That's, yeah, that's all right, isn't it? That's okay. I mean, that's as good as it's ever going to be, given that that's a moving LED, LCD, LED display. But that's, and then obviously you've got this reflection coming in. I really like that. This windscreen is probably, I mean, I haven't done the body work yet, but that windscreen is probably the most exciting part. So much going on. Look at all this reflection coming in there. Like you got the reflection there from the wing mirror, because the wing mirror stops there. And that's really nice. That is really, really good. So, original picture. Yeah, I'm liking that. Really, really good. So, right, guys. So, I'm sorry. This is quite a short stream today, isn't it? I do apologise. So, Mark Fitz says I'm like that with drinks bottles. Right. So, let me show you what I found on the Smith Speeds website yesterday, which I'm calling my product of the stream. And it's this. Now, the first thing that caught me initially is the price. It's a 50 by 40. They do 2 sizes, 30 by 40 and 50 by 40. But I've got to be honest with you, for the extra £3, I mean, they're out of stock of the 30 by 40, but for the extra £3, you might as well go that extra size, mightn't you? But that's, I'm not into leopards, but that's really nice, isn't it? But if I click on the picture, look at all that detail on. I mean, obviously, you're not going to get all of that exactly like that. That's not the actual rendered picture. But that is absolutely amazing, isn't it? So that would be my recommendation if you're looking for something to buy. because that is absolutely beautiful. Whether you're into leopards or not, I would say awesome. What do you think, guys? So let's stop the screen. Let's change the camera to this one. Right, so let's move that up because that looks terrible when it's on camera, isn't it? So what do you think, guys? Now my destination blind is finished. Is it as good as everyone was expecting? Is it better? Is it not as good? So yeah, right. So tomorrow, as I said, I'm going to leave it late to actually scheduling the actual stream, because I've just got a funny thing. I really should be in a position where I should say, oh, that's it. I'm off work. I don't care about work for a week. But I know what'll end up happening. If they ring me, I'll end up going, oh, all right, then I'll do a shift for it. I think that's deep down. That's why I'm doing the washing today, so it's clean for tomorrow. Right, so I'm sorry. I'm not feeling 100% today, so I'll just do a little stream. So it's not longer. So yeah, hello to everyone that was watching. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. It is really appreciated. There will be streams this week, as I say, but I can't tell you exactly when they'll be, but I will get them all scheduled, so they'll pop up, and any that I do schedule will definitely go ahead. That's why I'm just holding back. So I'm going to do the blatant blah, 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 advertising. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, so that you press the notification so that it comes up when I am going live. Also, Tuesday, I want to give a mention to Chris Davis. He is continuing his build with, let me see if I can find his channel. It's Chris Davis World. He's continuing his Eddie Stobart build, and he's getting to the interesting bits, I think. So give his stream a little look. It is well worth looking at. He's how do I put this? He does. Oh, what's that? 20. Chris 20. Oh, yeah, that's his channel name. Yeah, I think that's it. So there's a little link to his channel. So pop on over, give him a little. Watch some of his videos before deciding whether. I'm not going to say, oh, you must subscribe. But just give a couple of his videos a little look. Yeah, I have got that right. So at the moment he's doing the Eddie Stobart. He's up to issue 17, 18. So I think he's doing 19 and 20 tomorrow. So I'll be watching that if I'm able to. And also I found another channel today, which I think deserves a little bit of a mention. I don't think she watches my channel, but maybe if you want to head on over. So it's a channel called Diamond Painting TM. The description says that she's been diamond painting for about a year, and she's trying out new things. And but she's got a nice organized channel. I'll read you the about. This channel, just for my diamond painting, been diamond painting for about a year, and I just want to try something new out. It's got an Instagram and TikTok. Give it a little look. I quite liked it. I like a channel where they've got a little bit of passion in what they do. You know, not the channels where they just go, there you go. You know, whether they're doing it well or they're doing it bad, if you've got a little bit of passion, that's nice. So by all means, pop over, leave a comment on one of the channels. Tell them I sent you. And then you never know, that might help me as well. So, right, guys. So that's it. I'm going to leave it there. So thank you for watching. Sorry it wasn't a longer show. I'll make it all up to you another time. You know I will. So look out for the channel notifications for tomorrow. Hopefully I will be around tomorrow. But as I say, I just got a funny feeling about work, so I just want to leave that open a little bit. So take care, guys. See you later.